welcome to Dear Katie, the podcast that amplifies courageous voices and real stories of resilience, healing, and hope after trauma. Inspired by the many letters Katie has received over the last 20 years, each week she interviews survivors, healers, and experts to honor their stories and explore the many paths to healing and hope. Before we begin, please know, many episodes of Dear Katie cover sensitive topics related to sexual violence, trauma, and recovery. Listen with care and take the space you need to take care of yourself. Your well-being is what matters most. Now, let's join Katie and today's guest for a conversation that matters.
Hey everyone, it's back to the Dear Katie podcast. And this simple podcast is all about sitting with all of us who have been through so much. It's like whatever form of sexual abuse, violence, harassment, it's still the internal violation that we hold somewhere in our whole being. And so today's guest, you're going to adore. Lizzy Fowler is going to pull you right up into the mountaintops, run alongside her, and do all the greatest things. So please pull out your pencils, your paper, your type board, whatever you're doing, to journal with us, because you're going to love this episode. So welcome, Lizzy. Let me just kindly introduce you for a second. So Lizzy Fowler is an ultra marathoner. She is a trail running award-winning documentary filmmaker after finding her own passion for running while exploring the neuroscience of the flow state. Can't wait to learn about that. In her film work, Lizzy has gone on to compete the grueling races like the Moab 240. Moab's like in Utah. I can't wait to hear about that. Moab's in Utah. Now she's channeling that experience into her next challenge. I think it's FKT, which now I know is fastest known time attempt on the legendary John Muir Trail, along with her mission ahead to empower other women. And we must also talk about anything named after a man. John Muir, he sounds great. I hope he didn't kill trees and also loved women. But I'm always like, where does this male name come from? So all that said, hey, Lizzy, welcome aboard.
Yeah, I'm super honored to be partnered with you guys and to just, dive into this conversation.
Yeah, so I think you're only 29, not yet 30, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. But who cares about numbers? I'm like, I aspire to run marathons. We've had some amazing women. Lizzy, FYI, we had a 79-year-old running in Vermont every year. Yeah, the cool fun fact. This is where we land.
Wow.
I think survivorship sits where we need to sit.
Mm-hmm.
And she ran 1 mile per year of her life to honor her survivorship.
Oh, and, wow.
Yeah, clap on, right? And she had a whole team. She wasn't doing an ultra marathon on the John Muir Trail.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think it's really important. And I toss this before we get to your bio. What exactly does it mean to sit in hardship to conquer survivorship?
That's such a good question. For me, in this experience, it's been learning to, I say the word radically because it's so true, but you have to radically accept where you are at and be able to just honor that without any judgment or expectation of what that healing process looks like and is going to feel like, because I feel like we put too much pressure on ourselves, especially after these traumas, to try to have it together all the time and not let others help because it's scary and it's vulnerable. But that's really actually how we not only help ourselves, but that's how we help others too.
All right. I want to come back to two questions really fast, and then we'll go back to your whole narrative. The resting of survivorship and helping ourselves. In who are the two things, so our survivors listening have context. What were the two things? I'm going to pre-front and then we'll go back.
Mhm.
The pre-front, like where you are now, what are the two most important things that have helped you right now?
Ooh. Giving myself tons of grace and compassion is one. And then
that means, like, what do you do? Like, breathe in.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining, like, what is it? Like, breathe in, and what is it?
Like meditation work. I mean, I definitely do meditate. But I'd say for me, like giving myself grace and compassion is just honoring that I have been through a lot and I am still working to process what happened to me, but instead of letting that stop me, I choose to just give myself grace and love myself through that versus feeling I spent many months after it happened why me, just letting it all just crush me for a bit. And when I started to just be nicer to myself and let myself accept the fact that this is a hard thing that we have to work through, it actually helped me feel more grace for myself to accept that it's not easy and that's okay because I didn't choose for this to happen, but I can choose how I respond to it.
Perfect, Lizzy. So let's do the easy questions.
No, it's all good.
Time. So Lizzy, your area code? I think you're from Virginia originally. Are you from?
Yeah.
Which coast are you from?
Yeah, I'm originally from Virginia and now I live out in California.
And so you went to college and grew up, like high school was all Virginia, or like?
Yes, and then I went to college in North Carolina, and that's where I had my brain injury. It was in North Carolina. So
okay, wait, let's full stop. So we have going to high school in Virginia, like public, private, siblings.
Private school, and I have one sibling, an older sister who's 5 years older than me.
Okay, and older, like, and 5 years older, same parents.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Catholic school, private school?
Just private school, but I did grow up Catholic.
Okay, but not one of those like Catholic schools.
No.
Not girls' school, Catholic school, like still co-ed, private school.
Yeah, it was just a private school in a rural area in Virginia, but I had maybe like 89 people in my graduating class, so really small.
Oh, cool. Okay. And were you like running and doing all the great things that would like carry you through?
I actually did not run in high school.
You were slow. You were slow.
No, I played volleyball was my big sport.
Oh, you're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Oh gosh, no one. So look at the screen. No one will know that I'm 5'4", and Lizzy is 6'1".
Yes.
Oh my God, you would like. I would bow down to you. Oh God, Lizzy, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so volleyball. You did the overhand smash and all the good things. I didn't even know. Like I tried so hard. Be the center and like pull in all the. And do this. I'm like, what do you want me to be on stilts? Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not in my wiring, but here you are. That's so cool.
And then I ended up getting a college scholarship to go play volleyball.
At where? What one?
It was called Montreat College. It's in Asheville.
Oh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I've been there. Okay. UNC Asheville. I've been Montreat's just like out there. Okay, so there you are. You're doing volleyball smashes.
Yeah.
And then when does the whole story start? Because you're only 29 still.
I know.
So this was like 20 years old. You're at Montreat.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then what happens next?
Yeah, so I was in my sophomore year and I accidentally got jumped on top of by another teammate of mine.
Okay, you mean like venue? Are you like you said actually? Are you on the court? Are you in a bedroom? Are you in an
Yes.
apartment? Are you like in the quad?
Yes.
Where?
We were in practice and we had just ended, but we decided to run the drill one more time. And so I went for a ball. She was also going for it. She was already in the air. And so her knee hit the back of my head as I was about to jump up.
Oh my God, Lizzy.
It was a freak accident. It's like the most non-contact sport.
Right, but that sounds terrible. Okay, so
Yeah.
this happens and you're a junior?
I was a sophomore, so my second year. Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Are you 19? Are you 19?
I was 20 when that happened. Yeah.
Okay, so this happens, then what happens next?
I got a really severe traumatic brain injury and lost my taste and smell. I lost a lot of my memories from before the brain injury. And I had to, my working memory was the biggest hang up, so I couldn't retain information. So I really had to take on a different form of recovery, obviously. Yeah.
Who helped you through that, Liz? Like, who was there with you?
Um, my mom helped me through. And I had a very special nurse that ended up staying in contact with me for that whole year going through it.
Oh, okay. Oh my
Yeah.
God, what a godsend. Where is she now?
She's still in Asheville, but I definitely, she was such a gift during that time because she really reminded me of the optimist that I am deep down, even when I couldn't see it.
Wow.
Yeah,
What were
very.
some of the things you remember she said to you that helped? Because Lizzy, I only asked you that because, like, I know we're not talking about what happened to you yet, the like whole sexual thing.
Yeah.
But how great is this? We all need these like amazing
Yes.
heroes in our lives. So, what were some of the great things she said that like pulled you through?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind was she would honestly just invite me to go on walks.
Oh, that's so amazing.
And sometimes we didn't talk at all and I would just cry. And sometimes like I would start to want to articulate, what I was feeling, and it was, in my opinion, just, and I always hope that everybody finds a person that they can just feel themselves around when they're going through processing trauma, because just having someone that isn't going to judge you, is just going to accept the way you are, just helps you be able to lift that weight and let someone share it with you so you don't feel alone.
How do you think, oh my God, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. For our listeners and everyone else, Liz, how do you think she knew not to even talk to you? Because, like, I'm worried a lot of people would be like, they want to like keep talking and be like, Lizzy, what kind of, like, she just sat in silence, and you're telling us that that was perfect. How do you think she knew in her head just to sit there?
Well, it's very interesting, right? Because I guess I only see it from my point of view, but
How does she know that? Reading your mind?
I honestly think that she would just let the conversation flow versus trying to one of the things like I've also learned in this most recent recovery too, and in this situation, was that instead of her forcing questions to make me work through things, she let me begin to unpack that as I was ready to.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what people need to know.
Yeah, it's true though. You should not feel any pressure to owe anything, to force anything if you're not ready, because when you are ready, like you'll know when it's time to talk about it, but it's a hard conversation for people to know where to meet you where you're at, and it's hard for them as well to know where that is.
So, Lizzy, let me toss this right back to you. In my experience too, what's worrisome is when you toss out that pain and honesty and openness, and instead of what you encountered, like, which is beautiful, you meet, and maybe you never met this, but let's toss this out and talk about it. What if they said, you're overreacting? Get over this. Like, why can't you put this behind you? Right? Or, I don't want to talk about this with you. Like, this does not make me happy. I met you. You make me happy.
Yeah.
And Lizzy, hello, you. Like, you're a happy, amazing person. And yet we both have, like you, I need someone to sit in a little bit of darkness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
So, sorry, that was a lot. Where do you toss that, right? Like, where do you send any of those? Like, when it's not your amazing, what was this, your aunt? I forget now.
No, this was my nurse from the brain injury.
Nurse. Oh my God, not even a relative.
No.
She didn't know you.
I think relatives are even harder. And this is a really good topic that I'm glad you are bringing up, because this is something I've been actually having to work through recently.
Oh gosh, let's talk about it. Wait, let's just put like 1 second. Everyone, Lizzy is a phenom. In all the right worlds, she is a fierce competitor, all her pain, runs it up all the trails like no one's business. Like, I wish I could have been there alongside you this fall, and just like giving you gel packs of fluid. I would have changed your shoes. I would have swept away pebbles. I would have swept away branches. I'm just saying, I would have been your groupie, as would everyone, because you are a glorious, amazing woman. But I love this interview because we're sitting in the crap. Despite, and I'll just say, Lizzy, I relate to you so well. Not that I did the trail, but it's oh shit, I have to go through the muck of all this bullshit of people.
Yes.
I'm 18 and all these people are they're putting my name on walls. It's okay. I'm going to carve through the forest. So I get you on that. But let's go back to the naysayers for a second, and the not helpful people. But before you do that, for context, we've only talked about volleyball, growing up in Virginia. Give our listeners a moment, what happened to you, the story of you, so they know.
Of recently?
The one that you run for.
Oh, yes.
The one that motivates you. Your survival.
100%. Yeah, totally.
Can you share, whatever you want?
Yeah, no, totally. I'll just share what I'm ready to. I'm share, because that's all we can do.
Where we are right now.
Oh, 100%.
We know you're 29, the whole thing. So
so skip forward to we're recording this in January, but it happened last December. So not this December, but the previous one.
24.
Yeah.
Right. December 24. Yeah. Okay, here we are.
And
you're only 27.
Um, I think I was 28. Yeah, 'cause last year,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think. Time's weird. I don't know.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
It was December 24.
Yeah, but I was already into ultra running at this point, and I was out on a long run, and I had to go to the bathroom, and so I was actually in a public bathroom, and I got attacked from behind, washing my hands, and got trapped in that bathroom for a long time and got sexually assaulted, and then had to just deal with all the aftermath. My fiance was gone at the time, and so I I really it was so heavy because I remember so much of it, and in my previous traumas I've blacked out a lot of the very traumatic stuff. Like I just don't remember it. But this one was different because it was like looping in my head after it happened. And what I don't understand is how my brain was able to do this. But when I was able to escape out of the bathroom, it was almost like I zoomed out of my body and like could see what was happening, but I just went in this mode of like I need to go to the hospital. I like need to follow through with this, and it kept me from just completely being so messed up from it to where like I just went into a mode of taking care of what I needed to take care of. And the court case is very traumatic for me, so I'm not ready to talk about that, but I am like very the only reason why I decided to pursue it like I did was because I kept thinking of how many other women would never speak up on it, and I wanted to be the person that did. So, yeah.
Lizzy, that's amazing. And that's exactly the same thing I did. So,
Mm,
yeah, like imagine, like,
so
I don't know,
hard.
it's so hard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, it's so hard, and you don't know if you're going to accomplish diddly. And you
Mm-mm.
don't, and, and I barely knew the guy too,
Mm-hmm.
Liz. So all I knew was like he is wealthy and like a persona.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe I can ask you just before we get back to the running and all
Yeah.
that amazing stuff. One thing I felt really that I heard you say that like so connected was I could barely remember. You said like I could barely piece all of these things together, but I knew exactly how I felt.
Mm,
I knew exactly what needed to happen.
mm-hmm.
And you kind of saw it like from up here.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me, it was like a dual screen. I don't know about you, but like to me, it was so weird, Liz. I would like see myself like here. It was
Yeah.
like a movie.
Yeah.
I was like, I can see myself here on the floor, like
Mm,
being assaulted, raped. And then it was like, I could also see like the camera watching. It
yeah.
was so bizarre. And it made me feel more objectified. Like
Mm,
almost like that
interesting.
my body could do that. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I could like feel this and then zoom out and see this. I was like,
Yeah.
what the this is so crazy. I can see both things happening in
Yeah.
my whole head. I don't know. And that Lizzy is exactly what I was like you. I was like, I'm not gonna let anyone else go through this. This should
Mm,
never happen.
yeah. No.
Did that resonate a little bit?
Oh, totally. I mean, I think that um not everybody knows this, but I've actually been kind of working on sharing it with those around me, but I was debating on sharing it on here or not, but I really think it would help others, which is the only reason why I'm actually
Yeah.
doing this.
Okay.
But um, this is very
Big breath,
brave.
big breath.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
know.
You
Yeah.
got this.
Um, this was actually the second time this has happened to me, which is why I spoke up this time.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So, um, the first one I am in no shape, no form to even speak about, but that is a big reason of why it wouldn't make sense of the story I was about to tell unless they have this context, because when I decided to file like a police report and everything this time, like this tool helped me so much, and if I can give this to somebody else, then like it could probably save someone's life, because I know it probably saved mine. But
Okay, see, that's bold.
yeah,
Back up 1 second.
yeah,
So this is you only a couple years ago, the first like bathroom, porta potty,
yeah.
awful. The other one was 1 year, 2 years.
That was actually 8 years ago.
Okay, when you're only 21,
Yeah.
20.
Hmm.
Are you trail running as well, or
No, I was just walking home from class at the university I was at.
at Dominion? ODU,
Um, this
I
was
think.
at Virginia Commonwealth University.
VCU.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know we went to school near each
No.
other. I was just trying to remember.
Yeah.
VCU and William and Mary in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. I transferred after the brain injury to film school, and
Oh,
I ended up leaving. I only spent a semester there because after that happened, I left the college.
from ODU to VCU?
I left my school in North Carolina, and
NCU.
then
Yeah, near Asheville. Sorry, my mess.
no, all
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, got you now.
And then
Yeah,
I had to leave
Monstart.
Montreat. Yes,
Montreat.
yes.
Gotcha. And now we went to VCU.
VCU, yeah.
And then,
And
oh my God, who was that guy? What happened? Because that's like in my neighborhood, like where I
yeah,
was raised.
I know. That
Okay,
one,
okay. I've got this. Was
yeah,
he a student?
that one I am just not even ready to begin to unpack, but just because I'm
Can I ask you 2 questions that
yeah.
you don't have to unpack? This will help you. It's just so simple. One, the first one, did you know him at all?
No.
Okay. Is he a student?
I have no idea. It was just on a street corner.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
last question about that.
Yeah.
Because I hear you, like, and it's so sad. Most people not get, Lizzy, that we have to go that far in to our like hurt and trauma to be willing to disclose.
Mhm.
It's almost like, the ridiculous male stereotype will say, like, why don't you just do, they don't get that. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of trouble. The systems are not reliable.
Mhm.
We are busy women. We've got an agenda. We're not without our vision for our future and a billion things. The only thing I guess I love asking you, which is really helpful, the first blow, if it, I envision this, Lizzy, like me, because
Yeah.
most people only know me from time cover one thing.
Mhm.
They don't know all the other things.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got them all. But it was, to me, like I had built a very, very tall wall
Mm.
of protection of how I care for my preservation.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know what I need to do. And like you, I will run I can't run as far as you. But I did, like, I knew I had to run or breathe or do this much work, this much thing, this much, we'll call it this much thing, until I have dealt with the beast of nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, and plus it's great. It's healthy. We tell ourselves, oh my God, I'm building muscle. My cardiovascular, like
Yeah.
we know, like it's all good. But yet we're dealing with our trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned that a long time ago, Lizzy. Like literally, it was so complex. And I did it all my life. And then no one taught me. No one said, like, here's how you're doing it. And I think you did the same thing. Like you were like, oh shit, here's what's going on. I need to deal with this and then shelve it, but not shelve it. It's wrong to say, I don't know. I tossed that question. I didn't shelve it. I was like running right into it, literally.
With processing it after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I was the opposite with the first one. I just completely shoved it down.
Oh crap. Okay, what did
Crap
that look
is
like?
right.
That's all good. So what was it like? I'm not telling anyone. No one knows.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I had no tools to deal with it, and I just was like, I was already processing the head injury trauma that I just crumpled this one up and just was like, I'm never going to think about this ever again.
and told no one.
Until it blew up in my face in Moab 240.
Okay. Tell me more. I'm like, roll it forward.
So I was on mile 230 when
Wait, Lizzy, like, I know Moab Desert, but most people have no idea what that looks like. Can you just paint the picture?
Yeah, so Moab 240, yes, it's a 240-mile race on foot nonstop. So you are traveling 240 miles on your feet, and you have under 120 hours to finish it, and you climb about 40,000 feet in altitude total throughout the desert and the two mountain ranges. So it's not a road race. Yeah.
It's not a road race, and do you do it with a partner? Do you have anyone to do water? And tell more people. Like that was great, Liz. But I guess I'm telling you right now, most people can't even fathom what you described.
Oh, I understand.
You're on your foot. Do you have like wardrobe change? Do you have like juice coming at your face? Like paint the basic picture so everyone knows.
Yeah. So you have aid stations throughout the course, but they're about like between 20 to 15 miles apart. So you're carrying everything that you need a day and night. There's required gear. I'm carrying maybe like 12 pounds of gear on me. It's like
including your tent?
So no, I didn't bring a tent. I just had two water bottles, all my food, my winter clothes like jacket, pants, hiking poles, emergency blanket, and that's really it. And then you could have a pacer, so another person run a section with you. After 73 miles, you can pick up someone to run with you.
But you have to pay them.
No, you don't have to pay them. They just voluntarily come run.
Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds like a helpful person.
It is. And they help you. They help you to remember to eat. They help you to remember to drink. Like, you share stories. Sometimes you don't talk at all. Sometimes you're laughing. Sometimes it's a cool experience to help people in these races. But yeah, so my Moab was really long. It took me over 3 days. just out in the wilderness, no hotel, no sleeping in a tent, just sleeping on the ground, and maybe for like
Wow.
an hour at a time.
Oh, Lizzy, we all aspire to be you now. I kind of think our next journey for Take Back the Night to be like run with Lizzy. And we'll just bring alongside anything. And some of our most adventurous like survivors might run with you.
That'd be cool.
I know.
That'd be
I
really
love
cool.
that idea. I love coming back to one more thing. Two more things. I
Yeah.
apologize. Then I want to get to like all the other things.
Yeah.
It sounds like we don't have a plan. We never have a plan. But I think the good thing about trail running is there's a plan.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I love it. Okay. First I want to like go back and say how much I appreciate you being like vulnerable and open about like I had to go through this one thing to
Yeah.
open up this other thing. And you know what opens that up to everyone, Liz? I think it's like most of us who are perfectionists or like we want to achieve all these things. Or once upon a time, I'll tell you two stories, Lizzy, and then it would be for our listeners as well.
Yeah.
One time, I was like 21, maybe 22, Lizzy, and I spoke at all these Take Back the Night events, and I was like, oh my gosh, there are people not alone like I am, alone. And so it was like finally knowing there are others like me. And what I loved a lot, Lizzy, I'll tell you this. I loved meeting intense women. Very intense. Because and not just like those who for whatever reason I wouldn't say are intense.
Yeah.
I was always intense for numerous reasons. Like I sense you are intense. So at Harvard, one woman in our round circle, back then we didn't have cameras, like no one had phones. And she said, I will share my story here because I will never share it again. I want to run for office and become governor, and raped women are not powerful politicians. And I remember that so well, Lizzy. Like, I was like, oh shit. This is so long ago, before you were born. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do with that? Like, is she saying, like, hello, you time cover girl? You're not a Harvard girl.
Yeah.
You're never going to be me. Right? It was so many layers, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm of the privileged intellectual elite. And then there was the narrative, if I've qualified to be here, like you, like where I'm rolling to it's like you're an Olympic champion, Lizzy. It would be like Simone Biles or like we have one gold medal swimmer champion on our team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, Lizzy, come on. We're all good. We're all like I've convinced. I don't think I could convince my Harvard friend or not friend, right? I couldn't convince her. She was born and bred to think this narrative. If you've been raped, and I toss it to you because kind of Lizzy, you are amazing power. So when I heard her speak her own truth, I cannot possibly outside this one ring say this fact about my life. And it reminded me of two things for you. One, I can't speak this truth the first time, but the second time, tipping point. And then look at you now. Look at where we are now.
Yeah.
Look at how much support we have now. And I don't know. So let me think. She's probably 10 years older than you. You're 29. She's probably 39. And so I'm calling out all the women hello, Lizzy, help me do this. All the women I spoke to as I traversed the country when I was in my 20s and asked them to speak out their truth, right? And you are doing so. So, two things. What would you clap on to them and say, come on, what are you waiting for now? That it's not times, and I don't need you, I'll say this. You don't have to join Me Too or Time's Up. You don't have to be a celebrity or pretty face. I don't know. I usually wear my hair like this. I don't know. I always wear one thing, Liz. I wear red lipstick.
I love it. But that's
all
who you are.
I'm like blonde hair, red lipstick. I care less about the rest. I'm not fashionista. I don't need $5,000, but of clothes. But I need to be heard.
Yeah, to love yourself.
I need others to hear me. And Lizzy, you are being heard. So last thing, let's talk about where you want to be heard. Because you're about to do another run.
I know.
But before we get to that, like 2 perpetrators behind you. We can't put them in front of you. We can put them beside you. They're not accountable yet, right? No one's been accountable, right? Yes, no one's been held accountable.
So the first one I didn't pursue at all. Second one I did, and he went to prison.
Okay, then can you tell us that one story?
I don't know if I'm ready to open up about the court
Okay,
case.
Don't talk about it. Just say like what it was in Cali.
The perpetrator that I caught was in Florida. And that one, the only thing that got me through that entire process was every day when I had to go to the police station, I would envision the girl that got raped the first time, and I would physically hold her hand through every conversation and do it for her and not me. And that's the only reason I was able to make it through the whole trial and finish it, was because I did it for that younger girl that didn't know she could. And that's why I spoke up with the FKT, because not enough people realize that these stories in their minds are keeping them from feeling safe again. They're keeping them from speaking up. And we have to break those narratives, because they're just lies that we're telling ourselves about things that we had no control over happening.
Okay, Lizzy, I want you to say that one more time, again and again. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's parse it out for a couple people. Let's speak to survivors who have been silenced. What would you say to them? Like the ones who are scared still.
Yeah.
How would you empower them?
That is, in my opinion, in my experience, especially if they're dealing with post-traumatic stress, it's such a hard, because I was there with the first one. I understand that. I would say that it's okay to give yourself time to feel like you can give it a voice, but to acknowledge the emotions that are arising and choose to let it out versus hold it in, because you might not be able to talk about it, but just let your body process it. Because
and then what does that feel like? So that was beautiful.
Yeah.
What is the body? Because you're like, one thing I adore about you is like you have this whole way of like processing things. I don't know if you like move your arms, do your arm. Like, I want to see, like,
I do a lot of yoga.
I know you do. So I'm asking, like, all these things that you are so graceful. Like, is it the down dog? Is it, like, what is it? Can you help Lizzy a little bit? Because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know what the mind-body connection
Mm.
is. And so I want to pull that out from you as
Yeah.
well.
I
Can
mean,
you talk about that?
yes, definitely, because that was a big part of how I was able to, this second assault, I was dealing with. So I was having post-traumatic stress from the first one that I didn't process because that Moab brought all of that suppressed trauma up. And then 2 months later was when the second assault happened. And so what really helped me the most is figuring out, like, one, if you're stuck and depressed and not able to do anything, just go outside and walk. Like, get moving, because like that will really help. But two, if you're not even able to do that or speak about it, come back to your breath, because grounding yourself in the present will help you be able to pull your mind back to what you can control.
Lizzy, let's do an example together. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Let's do, like, I'm you or I'm me. Let's
Perfect.
like,
Yeah.
oh shit, it's 1991. We'll do retro. College boy rapes Katie Koestner. What do
Yeah.
I do? What do I do?
Yeah. One, you have to just breathe.
Okay,
and
breathing.
And what I like to do is I like to, when I breathe in, sometimes I will make my hands into a fist and I'll squeeze my shoulders up when I inhale. And then when I exhale, I drop all my tension and I just let myself let it go. Don't hold on to it.
Okay.
And every time I've come out of, like, I've had really intense flashbacks, especially from these two events that have happened. And whenever I come down from some of these flashbacks, I find that if I can just come back to my breath like that, it helps me not to judge myself as much, because this brain body connection that you're talking about, a lot of people don't understand that your body is also taking on a massive amount of trauma as well as your mind. So it's going to take time for those two things to process and let go. And that process is going to look different timeline wise for anybody. So you can't rush that healing. It's just, you can't.
I love that, Lizzy. Okay, last part. We'll glue everything back together. Can you please share, like, what it's like to do the known best time? I think it would be really, because we want everyone to run with you and support you. And if everyone could come where you are, you know, I'll say this, Lizzy, I never sensed you to be one who needs, like, a lot of claps. I'll say it this way, Lizzy. I think you clap for yourself when you think it's earned. And I think the best of us clap for ourselves when we know we've met where we need to be. And and then you can react to what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, in addition to meeting metrics of who has come before, which is one standard, those of us who do those to meet those, but are driven, I'm gonna paint it this way, because I think I'm a lot like you and many of our survivors too. We love surpassing the metric. We also love knowing the fuel for our fire. comes from our survivorship, because it's most invaluable. It's not like muscular, skeletal, or like, it's not like I would just want to be the best. I'm fueled by this left brain or other side of my heart. I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of feel like we got the extra edge. I'm sorry, everyone else, but I feel like we've got it. And that's why I've loved sitting everywhere alongside you, Lizzy, because I feel like you've got all the acumen, but then you've got the extra. So when I say that, what does it mean to you?
I mean, I'm taking all of that in right now.
Fine. It's like why Lizzy, just take it in, because the best of us, when we are thrivers, and I hate even using dumb terms like thrivership, right? There's no name for this.
There isn't.
There's no name. There's no like cute name. There's no Nike ad. There's no like Simone Biles ad. There's no like there's no grandiose anything. There's no nothing. There's just the words we choose that our strength, that carve out where we need to go tomorrow, not have nightmares tonight. And it's different from addiction. It's different from anything else. It's different from war, PTSD. There's no name for what we're trying to do. And I kind of think, Lizzy, a lot of people want to simplify it because it's way easier and more sellable. But sorry, Charlie.
It's complex.
It's not that easy. It's really like unique. And tonight, Lizzy, you were amazing.
Oh, well, I think the biggest thing is like as survivors too, I think we have a hard time seeing ourselves and our own bravery and like courageousness, because it wasn't until I was on mile like 100 and maybe 10 on my fastest known time attempt that I actually saw the woman I was, and the woman that has been through everything that I went through this year, and the fact that I was just out there sharing my story, speaking my message, and going after something that scared the crap out of me since day one. And like, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make it day by day for half of the year because of how scared I felt. And if that doesn't like inspire another woman to be curious about the resiliency that's inside of them, then like, I just, we are so, as human beings, built to endure and built to overcome, that it makes me sad to know that some women won't ever be curious about that resiliency that's inside of them, even if it looks like it's pitch black. There's definitely a small speck of light, always.
Okay. Simply said, Lizzy, I can't follow that.
No.
We need to end with that. And then, oh my gosh. So listeners, subscribers, everyone, my gosh, I can't wait. So Lizzy is doing another next September.
Next early September, so around the same time frame as last year.
Okay, so let's all like trot ourselves out, clap alongside, and bring our notebooks and shout the loudest possible support for Lizzy. For like thrivership, because alongside Lizzy, we are all together one. Lizzy is like running for all of us, not just herself.
Yes.
I
couldn't.
you, but I kind
Yeah,
of think you're speaking for all of us.
no, that's the only reason why I could keep going on that trail at one point because it's so hard. And I just thought about how many other women like feel scared, how many of them don't feel like they deserve to speak up or are scared to speak up. And it drove me forward to keep seeing what's possible because I wanted to show other women that like I'm feeling all the exact same emotions, but I'm choosing to show up for you to help you realize what you're capable of. Because you are so right. The only way that we can help each other through this is through shattering the silence and empowering each other.
Oh gosh.
So
thank you so much, Lizzy.
yeah,
Let's
thank
go.
you.
Let's go meet Lizzy on the trail September. And everyone else, like, keep that journal going. Find the hotline or anything else you need
Yes.
in the meantime. And we're never not once alone. And there's not a ranking. There's all of us together every time. So see you next time on the podcast. Till then. See you then.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Dear Katie. These conversations are never easy, but they're always necessary, and we're so grateful you chose to share this space with us. If something in today's episode stirred something within you, please give yourself what you need. Whether that's rest, support, or just a deep breath, you're not alone. To hear more stories, resources, and survivor-centered conversations, be sure to subscribe and follow us on your favorite podcast platform. We want to hear from you, so please leave us a review and share your feedback. Your thoughts help us create episodes that resonate with listeners. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.